The crisis in Ukraine and the ongoing conflict in Iraq topped the agenda of an emergency meeting of European Union foreign ministers. CCTV's Jack Barton has this report from Brussels.
European Union foreign ministers welcomed the resignation of Iraq's Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki on Friday, saying it paved the way for compromise and a potential political solution to the country's crisis. Heading into the meeting, the Czech Republic and the Netherlands joined France in agreeing to send military equipment to Kurdish fighters in northern Iraq. Humanitarian aid to mostly Iraqi Christian and Yazidi refugees will also be stepped up, amid warnings that the group known as the Islamic State represents far more than just a threat to Iraq and Syria.
A threat to civilization, a threat to the region, and a threat to us here in Europe.
At least 1,700 Islamist fighters in Iraq and Syria are believed to be EU nationals, sparking fears they could launch domestic attacks once they return home. Gaza was also on the agenda, as well as relations with Russia, which have continued to deteriorate over the crisis in Ukraine. European foreign ministers said they were alarmed by news reports stating that dozens of Russian troop carriers and trucks bearing military hardware had crossed into Ukraine. NATO later said an incursion had occurred, though it was unclear whether the vehicles carried Russian troops or separatists.
We are deeply concerned about the Russian behavior over the last months, but also over the last hours. We think that the Russian authorities should be aware that both in the EU and in the US we have a rather strong commitment to respond to any new aggression from Russia.
Another divisive issue between Ukraine and Russia: how to resolve a gas dispute. EU officials now confirm that face-to-face talks on the issue will take place sometime soon, though a date has not yet been set. Jack Barton, CCTV, Brussels.